So, you just bought Final Cut Pro. You created a library, you started an event, you uploaded your footage, you're ready to make the most epic video ever. Now what? What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Sebastian. Today I want to show you 5 tips for beginners of Final Cut Pro. These are tips that I wish I knew when I first started editing and that every single person who begins with Final Cut Pro should learn. Tip number 1, favorite your clips. Alright, so favoriting clips is one of the easiest things to do. Right now I already have a few selected, but I'm going to go down and scrub through some of this drone footage that I took and try to find the clips that I want to use in my timeline. So in this case, looks like this is pretty cool. I'll probably start here and I want to do I. And as I'm rotating around, maybe here, I'll hit O to end it. And then if I hit F, it'll favorite the clip. It'll turn green up here, which lets you know that the clip has been favorited. And you can either pull it straight from here down to your timeline, or once you have all your favorite clips, you can just come up here and just pick favorites, and you'll see that all the favorited clips are here, and then you can just drive it down into your timeline, and there you go. Tip number 2, add your music early to your timeline. So I like to import my music very early on into the editing process. Right here I have an audio clip that I got off Epidemic Sound. And I know that this clip starts off really slow, so I might just keep it here for a little while and just ramp it in. So I can fade in from the beginning. And then if I want to, usually what I do is I go to the end of the clip as well and fade out. Just by grabbing this little guy right here and fading it out. And then you're ready to listen to the music and get a sense of where you're going to want to position your clips. Tip number 3, beat markers. So once you have the music added to your clip, it is important to start adding beat markers. These beat markers will basically let you know where you want to cut your footage and edit your video to the beat. So with this clip, I know it starts off really slow and the beat doesn't come in until a little bit later on. So just for the purposes of this video, I'm just going to shorten the clip a little bit. You can see right here with these little yellow peaks that the audio or that the beat starts down over here. So just for the purpose of this video, I'll bring this in a little bit, maybe over where I'm talking. We'll kind of, ramp this in, and let's select the clip and we'll play it, and we'll start adding beat markers with M as soon as the beat drops. I decided to pull over, get my drone, and get these cool shots for you guys. Alright, that's it. Alright, so now that we have these beat markers, we'll know where to edit the clip once we start editing. Tip number 4, match your audio levels. So now we have 2 sets of audio. We have the audio from my first clip where I'm talking right here, and we have the audio from the music that I put underneath the timeline. So for now, I'll just move this music over to the right. And let's just listen to me talk and see where the audio levels land. As you can see on the right side, the audio is underneath -12. You really want to have it a little bit higher between -12 and -6. So what we can do to remedy that is either go up or down with this little soundbar right here. Just drag it up or drag it down. Probably bring it up to 4 decibels. And let's see what kind of improvement that does. So today I was driving. You'll see now everything kind of lands a little bit more between -12 and -6, which is where we want it to be. And then we'll see once the music starts kicking in and the fade in ends, we'll see how high this audio is peaking at 0 decibels, and we might need to adjust. So you can see it's already kind of going up into the yellow. We don't really want that, so we'll stop that. And what we can do is the exact same thing, but drag it down this time. And maybe bring it to like -8 decibels. That might be a good spot for it. And you can also come up here After selecting the clip, you can come up here and you can just adjust here, -10, -8. Sometimes it's a little bit easier to do it that way than just to drag up and down because it's a little sensitive. So right now we're at -8. Let's see where that ends up being. Perfect, between -12 and -6. It's exactly where we want it to be. Tip number 5, use the blade tool. So once we have our clips here together, we have our beat markers, we have our music, we have all the footage that we want to use. What we want to do next is start cutting the clips and editing to the beat. So in this example, what I'll do, since we have all of these beat markers and we have this one smooth drone shot, what I want to do is start making cuts. So we'll come here and hit Command B as in blade and start making cuts on all of these beat markers. It helps if you have the magnetic snap selected right here. It'll automatically snap into place where that beat marker is, and just hit Command B every time. And now we've turned one clip into roughly 10 clips. And the cool thing we can do now with this is make this drone footage a little bit more dramatic, a little bit more interesting. So we'll keep the first clip and we will get rid of the second clip by deleting it. We'll keep the third clip, we'll get rid of the fourth, keep the fifth, get rid of the sixth, keep the seventh, get rid of the eighth, keep the ninth, get rid of the 10th, keep the 11th, get rid of the 12th. And what that's going to do once we hit play is you'll see that you'll get cuts to the beat and the footage will be a little bit more dramatic. Alright, there you go. Very easy to use the blade tool, and if you need to make little adjustments like expanding, you can just always drag to this next beat marker if you wanted to, or you could just drag to the middle, but you can snap into these other beats if you want to elongate the footage, make it shorter. In this case, we'll keep it like this because that's just the way I like it. So that's it for today, guys. Hopefully these tips help you guys with your process and your workflow and just make you a better editor short term in Final Cut Pro. If you have any other tutorials that you want me to do, leave them in the comments below. Until then, like this video if you liked it, subscribe to my channel for more, and I'll see you in the next one.